Well, this month, June, is National Blood Donation Month, and millions of South Africans require blood transfusions each year. Giving blood is an essential part of lives and basically saving lives. To tell us more about the need to donate blood, we are joined in studio by Kanyisile Madlala, who is from NextCare, and Vanessa Raju, who is a communication manager from the South African National Blood Service, or the SANBS. Good to have both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you.
All right, so we're always talking about blood donation. I mean, it's a drive that it never stops. It's something everybody needs. But do South Africans heed these calls? I mean, do you find that there are the regular people that are always donating and coming forward?
Well, we have a great percentage of donors who are very diligent and committed to the blood donation cause. But year on year, you often hear us talking about blood shortages. It often happens around this time in the winter months, where we go into a crisis with regard to the amount of blood available. And this is because of the fact that people aren't donating regularly. And I think that's the key message is we attract donors through these campaigns and they come through and donate, but it's a commitment to the cause that we're looking at, donating at least once every 56 days or at least 4 times a year.
Yeah. Let's talk about this partnership now between SANBS and NextCare. What's it all about?
The partnership is really to work with South Africans, or rather the campaign itself is a global initiative to get people to give their time and to donate blood and save lives. So as NextCare South Africa, what we've done is we've created limited edition plasters, give plasters, where each time you do go to a blood donation center, you are given that give plaster as opposed to the usual plaster. And of course, through the campaign, we're encouraging people to take a selfie after they've donated blood and pretty much, pay it forward and encourage their friends to donate blood, pretty much as part of, putting the message out there and creating a greater awareness throughout the country.
Yeah. Do you find, Vanessa, when it comes to blood donation, is it these drives, I mean, like you're saying, take a selfie, almost trying to make it a cool thing to do?
Yes.
Is that the idea behind it all?
Well, I think as much as you can try and make it cool, it is really an emotive
It is,
act.
yes, it certainly is.
And as fun as that we try to make it, at the end of the day, the key responsibility is the fact that you're saving lives. When you donate blood, you're impacting the lives of other people, and you're changing a whole family's life and a person. So your act is just not seen as something cool. It's a larger picture in terms of helping your society that you live in.
Yeah. This challenge I'm reading here, the 38.4 mil challenge for the Give campaign. I know you spoke a bit about the campaign, but the 38.4 mil, is that the target?
It's the target this year. It's the second time that we're in partnership with SANBS this year.
Okay.
And last year what we achieved was 33.6 million milliliters of blood.
33.6?
Yes, and this year we're aiming to, the target is 38.4.
In a period of how long?
In a period of over the June month.
Okay.
And right
just in
now,
this month of June. What are we, because we're nearly at the end.
We're nearly at the end. We're left with only 8 days, and that's why it's important that we have such.
What are we sitting on? Do you have the numbers as yet?
Well, I can't tell you in milliliters, but we aim to collect 480 mils every time someone donates.
Okay.
With an average of 3,000 units a day.
Yeah.
So it has been quite difficult this month of June. June 14th was International Blood Donor Month. It was a Sunday, which made things a lot more difficult, believe it or not. So our stocks have not improved tremendously as we usually are at this time in the year. And we do know as we approach the end of June, it gets worse because our universities and schools are no longer accessible because they're having their exam period right now, and then they go into the holiday break. So our stocks are declining on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We're around 3 days at the moment, which isn't a great place to be, because if we don't collect 3,000 units today and tomorrow and the next day, the following day there'll be no blood in the country. And that's exactly what we mean when we say we have that many day count.
Sure. It's amazing. I mean, we were reporting in the news. I think every single story in the news today was about dramatic car accidents, dramatic shooting, dramatic something. And all of these people are rushed to hospital, and no doubt they have been put on blood drips, saving their lives, and this is what it's all about. It's about going out there and doing good. So what I'm gathering is this target of 38.4, we need some help to reach it from our viewers.
Absolutely.
So where do we go? Just the usual. We go to all of the centres around the country.
We have 87 donor centres around the country. There are mobile drives that are taking place at shopping malls on the weekends. We also want to encourage organisations who host blood drives to get their staff more involved. Often we have targets when we go to an organisation, and even being as accessible as we are in your organisation, we aren't able to access the staff there. And then, of course, there's other companies that aren't involved yet, and just the general public who haven't really been involved with blood donation. If you need to know more about blood donation, where to go, what to do, why aren't you donating? Perhaps you have some belief that holds you back as to why you're not donating. Rather give us a call on 0800 11 9031, and we'll be able to dispel those myths, give you the facts, direct you to the nearest donor centre.
Okay, so it's 0800 119 9031.
Yes.
Okay, that's the call centre. Phone that if you've got any queries. And then just on a closing note, I know that there's, we've been running it on the bottom of the screen there, the Facebook page, and this is where you put your selfie, and I imagine there's discussions taking place about what it was like and where you can go and all of those things. Tell me about this.
Yes, what the page has been there for is to give information in terms of where the next blood drives are, videos that actually talk about the youth participation, particularly in this month during Blood Donor Month, and of course just sharing that heroic act and understanding that with just that 20 minutes of yourself giving blood, you are potentially saving 3 lives. And of course we'd like you to load those selfies onto the Next Care Facebook page as well as Twitter. At NextCareSA is our Twitter handle, as well as on Facebook.
Fantastic. All the best.
Great.
With a couple of days left in June, let's reach that target. The target is 38.4 mLs. Last year was 33.6, but we're hoping that we can beat this one. Ladies, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure talking to you here on the program. Kanyasile Dlala, who's from Next Care SA, and Vanessa Raju, Communications Manager for the SANBS. Let's take a